want to know every single NRL round
17.
result, well, it's in this video. Make sure to like and subscribe. The Rabbitohs beat the Eels 32-12. Now, I watched the game, all of it. However, I didn't make a video because my parents were sleeping. But what a win from the Rabbitohs. That puts them in the top 4. And they started around 7th, I believe. The other teams do have to play though, but the Rabbitohs, they're missing so many players and they put up the effort. Walker, good game from him. The Eels, they are also missing players. However, terrible goal line defense. I think Semrani, Moses is 250th and they lose 13 plus. The Eels, they just need players back. Was raining at the game, not the greatest conditions, but Rabbitohs played to it. Tallis Duncan, what a game from him. But the Rabbitohs, they are hit with another injury blow with Corsi, calf, I believe, and the young gun. Duncan should have passed to the young gun on debut, but oh well, good game from him. Seagwalt missed a few, so it definitely could have been an uglier scoreline. That keeps Eels to the bottom 3. Make sure to like and subscribe if you. The Bulldogs beat the Titans 30-12. And as a Dogs fan, what a victory. What a game. Critter at 5'8". Second game because he played there last week but had the centre number on his back. What a game from him. 3 tries, assists. I don't think it's the long-term solution, but it's definitely a short-term solution for this year because we're in the final race. We're 10th currently. Storm win will be 11th. But yeah, we're definitely in that contention for the finals. Now we have the bye next week and we verse Raiders. We can work a lot more on that attack. And surely like 50 on the Raiders, right? The Titans, they dropped the ball too many times. Same with the Dogs, but their attack was so flat, poor. They really didn't offer anything. And that second Phillips Army try, surely Tracy held him up. Or am I just being biased? I actually don't know. Haywood, what a game from him. That cutout ball to Rinakama. And he's never done that all season. He just suddenly pulls that out. Crichton, again, just so good. Curran, when he's going to leave next year for the Bears, and he wasn't really playing that well at the start of this year, I was like, okay, well, sorry, Curran, but so long. And then he's just changed after the Tigers game. Beautiful line he runs. And now I actually want him to stay. The Titans, they were so much different to last week. Defense was there, but the Dogs, their attack, it isn't the greatest. But still, so much different from last week. They've got to fix on that. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. The Roosters beat the Broncos 24-18. Now, I didn't make a video yesterday because my parents were sleeping. But what a win from the Roosters. Terrible conditions, raining. Played the possession game. They had about 51% of the possession. And they had a good amount of ball in the Broncos' half. The Broncos, they deserve a shout out because they played this game. They definitely could have won this. But the Roosters, they're in the top 4 for a reason, so who knows? Maybe if Adam Reynolds was in this game, that could have helped him because he's pretty good in the wet. The Broncos' first try, though, I feel like that was forward, both of the passes, but it's been like that all year, so it doesn't really make a difference. The Broncos, they needed this win if they want to make the top 8, and they couldn't come away with the win, so I don't think Broncos are making the top 8 now, from premiers to out of the 8, but who knows? There's still about 10 more rounds. You never know what happens. Make sure to like and subscribe. The Dolphins beat the Warriors 26-24. Now, what a game from the Dolphins and the Warriors. What a way to start Super Saturday. Everyone was hyped for this game. Top 4 clash, and it did live up. The Warriors, they were in the lead in the last 5 minutes. All they had to do was just hang on. And Cobo, how good is he this year? He's in some terrific form, and the Warriors player runs into the back of the Dolphins player, and Cobo takes full advantages and scores. The Dolphins, they could have won by more, but Asako's kicking missed from the corner, which he usually never misses, so it's pretty strange. The Dolphins, they did it without Isaiah Katoa wrist injury, and he went out, in the 20th minute? So they basically didn't have the halfback for the entire game, and Cobo was missing for 15 minutes for a HIA. The Dolphins, they are now 3rd. The Warriors keep their 2nd spot because of their for and against. If they wanted to catch up to Storm for that minor premiership, they can't keep losing like this. Good game. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. The Cowboys beat the Panthers 26-12. Now, what a win from the Cowboys. Jason Taumalolo's 300th game, and they got up for this. They played amazing. And against first place Panthers, not many people end up winning. The Panthers and the Cowboys, they can add themselves to that. The Panthers, that was terrible performance. They did not look like a top four during this game at all. Their defense was alright because the Cowboys should have scored more. But Panthers, what was their completion rate? I think first half they were under 50%. And they kept dropping the ball. Like some passes thrown by Talangi, Isaac Tago in the centers for Casey McLean. He was so awful this game. Like really bad. They've got to get Luke Garner in that center position until Casey comes back. The Cowboys, is this their best win of the season? Make sure to like and subscribe. The Seagulls beat the Storm 30-4. Now, I didn't make a video yesterday because my parents were sleeping, but I did watch the entire match. Manly. Their first 4 tries in the first half were beautiful. Olakau'atu just running over the top of people, knocked out Moses Leo, and Laurie still probably won't pick him for Origin. The Storm players had to hold Olakau'atu down because of his fast play of the ball. I'm so confused as a Dogs fan how we beat Manly last week. Now Manly, that gets them into the top 4 or around the top 4. The Storm, they just need to start winning if they want to play finals. They can't be dropping games. They were in the positive form against the last round. Now they're in a negative again. Is this the first year Storm are going to miss finals? It's looking like that. The Storm, they just need players back. They need Hughes back. And that Storm loss keeps Dogs in 10th. The Storm, they're like 12th now. What a win from Manly. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new. The Raiders beat the Dragons 24-16. Now, Spoon Bowl come early in June, and it definitely lived up to a Spoon Bowl. Watched pretty much the entire game, but got bored of it throughout periods. The Dragons, that was just terrible performance. They're low on confidence because they've played 15 games this year. They've won 1 out of 15. Terrible. Next year, they get all their players they've signed. Dragons fans, I reckon they just want to skip the 2027 already. The Raiders, I feel like they didn't even play good. They just came up against the Dragons side who aren't in good form at all. But Raiders, a win's a win. That keeps their season almost alive. And they nearly lost this game at different times. They were down at halftime 10-6. Tamale, terrible game from him, and he got hooked by Ricky Stewart. I see why. And Sloan, if he just didn't drop that ball from a Raiders kick, there was no pressure on him. The Dragons could have had a set to probably steal the game. Holmes' goal kicking, it just got worse. It could have been 18-18, but he missed the goal from the sideline, which compared to last week, he missed a goal from basically in front. Also, terrible conditions down at Canberra. Started raining about 10 minutes in. It's been terrible conditions throughout round 17, every game almost. Good win from the Raiders. Make sure to like and subscribe. The Knights beat the Tigers 12-6. Now, this game, the first 5 minutes, it looked like it was going to be a pretty nice game. However, that didn't happen at all. It was definitely wetter footy, and there was a lot of players dropping the ball. Terrible completion rate. But the Knights, they still got away with it in the end. They didn't play their best footy at all. But still, managing to win without playing your best footy is really good because that keeps Newcastle in touch with the top 4. Last year, they were nowhere near top 8, nowhere near top 4. They were just at the bottom. What a resurgence from the Knights. The Tigers, they are now 11th on the ladder. They could have jumped to, 9th or 10th? But no. Fletcher Sharp, how good was he in the second half, along with Dominic Young. Adam Dewey on return. Good game from him, but it wasn't enough to get the job done. Make sure to like and subscribe if you're new.